It's my pleasure to be here this morning in this temple. This is my first time here. This is my first time present here in this temple. And I wasn't gonna go because I have a lot of things to do, but my brother monk, he sits right there on that chair. He is one of the Walk for Peace members, and as everyone know that now he come here to reside here in this temple, and therefore in support of our members take some time to be here, even though I told him that I won't stay long. He said yes, no problem. During the 112 days of the Walk for Peace journey, we talk about loving kindness, we talk about compassion and peace and mindfulness. So after came back from the Walk for Peace, now I think it's a month now. It's a month now. How many of us that still practicing mindfulness and the peace message? Okay, a lot of us still practice. So how was our days since the February 14 until now? How was it? Peaceful? We be able to know our thoughts, our speech, and our action. We be able to manage all those, yes? Our mind is running back and forth every single moment, right? And it is very difficult for us to see it. But if you be able to see all those thoughts running back and forth and be able to manage it, then you are at peace and you are in a safe place of your mind, because a lot of people out there, they could not do that. They can't even see the breath for just one breath going in and out. And now if you be able to do all that, means you're very well. You practice well. And that is how we should live. That is how we should live in this world. Especially, there's a lot of conflicts going on, war, and a lot of problems around us. If we not be able to manage our feelings, our emotions, then of course we'll go back to our old days and suffer again. So for us to see our thoughts, to see our speech and our actions, which one is useful, which one is wholesome, which one is unwholesome, that is a difficult task that we need to practice every day in order for us to gain that knowledge, that wisdom. Without practicing, we couldn't do that. Since I came back to the temple, we have visitors every day. We have visitors every day to the temple. A lot of them was be able to get back on track because of them being suffered for a long time. And just after during the walk and now after the walk, there's something for them to do, something for them to practice, to move forward. And I know that during the walk and until now, a lot of people still not knowing what to do. Still not knowing what to do and still struggle with finding peace and seeing our breath. It's actually is very normal that we cannot find it. It's because we still chasing the outside world. We're still chasing for it. That is why we cannot see our breath. When we still have expectations, we cannot find peace. When you're willing to let go of all those expectations, peace will be with you. Unfortunately, most of the human beings, we always expect things. For our life, our families, our loved ones, our neighbors, our society, and our country, we expect a lot. Especially when you see people suffer, when you see your family members suffer, you expect something to change, right? And the more you expect, the more you suffer, because it will not go the way you expected. That is the truth. If we expect something and the outcome following that expectations, that is not the nature. The natural law is changing, impermanence. And then when we expect something to be permanent, something to go the way we expect, then we go opposite way with the natural law. Therefore, if you want to have peace for your life, you have to let go of all those expectations. Even though it's a really good expectation for your life, you still have to let it go. All we need to do is just be mindful with our thoughts, our speech, and our actions. Once you be able to stay mindful, you have peace. And anything supposed to be yours, it will come naturally, sooner or later. Because we are living in this world based on our karma. Whatever you have done in the past, neither good or bad, wholesome or unwholesome, it follows you. Life after life. Even though sometimes you don't need it, it still comes to you. If we have committed into a bad karma, when it's ripened, it will come to you regardless where you are. And if you have done a lot of wholesome deeds, when it's ripened, it will come to you, even though if you refuse it, it still come to you. It's just a matter of time. And all those come to you faster or slower, it all depends on you. How? It depends on how you live, how your mind reacts. If you are mindful, if you are peaceful, less defilements, all those wholesome deeds that you have cultivated in the past will have more chances to come to you, sooner, faster. If you live with defilements, all kind of defilement mind, suffer, then you are making a bridge for all the bad karmas to come to you faster and sooner. And once it comes, you cannot reject it. You have to take it. That is when you suffer. And now, when you suffer, you look for a way to escape. But there's no way to escape except accepting it and practice to bring a peaceful mind back to yourself, to live without defilements. Then that is when you can escape. But people don't know how to do that. That is why and where mindfulness comes in place. If you live with mindfulness, then all those bad things in life, it could come, it will come. We cannot stop all those because, when it's ripened, when it's the right time, right condition, it will come. But then you receive it in a different way. You don't react like before. You just accept it happily and move on. For most of the people, they don't accept that. They don't want that. They refuse it. They try to find a way to go against it. That is why their suffer become double and triple. Right? So as a Buddhist followers and the one who practice to liberate all kind of sufferings, we have to be mindful. We have to practice mindfulness, like I have talked about this many days during the walk, throughout the walk. Without mindfulness, there will be no peace in this world. And you have to bring peace to your world first, inside of you. That is your world. You have to make that world be at peace first. And then the outside world will come along. Will follow that, right? So I hope that this message will continue and all of you will continue walking every day, because this is our task. Even though the walk ends already a month ago, but that is just the beginning, right? We are walking every day. We still have to walk every day because there's still a long journey for us to walk, to bring peace to this world. So I hope that you all will continue with this practice. And every day, don't forget to write down the statement, today is going to be my peaceful day. So that it can remind you better throughout your day. May you all be well, be happy, and be peaceful. Thank you.
Dear friends, sometimes a spiritual journey appears to end when the road becomes quiet. The banners are folded. The footsteps slow down. The community returns to ordinary life. But in the teaching of the Buddha, the real journey rarely ends when the walking stops. Often, that is the moment when the true practice begins. During the walk for peace, for more than 100 days, many people walked together with a clear purpose. Every step carried the message of loving kindness. Every day reminded people about compassion, mindfulness, and peace. When we walk in such a powerful environment, peace can feel natural. But once the event finishes and we return to daily life, a deeper question quietly appears. Are we still walking? Not with our feet on the road, but with our awareness inside the mind. Because the most important journey in Buddhism is not the outer journey. It is the inner one. If we sit quietly for a moment, we begin to see something interesting. The mind rarely stays still. Thoughts move constantly. One moment remembering the past, the next moment worrying about the future. Many people live their entire lives inside this endless movement without ever noticing it. But the moment we begin to observe the mind instead of blindly following it, something changes. Awareness appears, and awareness creates space. That space becomes the beginning of peace. In the Buddha's teaching, mindfulness is not something we practice only during meditation or during special events. Mindfulness is a way of living. It is the gentle ability to watch our thoughts, our speech, and our actions, to see clearly which are wholesome and which are unwholesome. This sounds simple, but in reality, it is one of the most difficult practices in life. Because our minds are deeply conditioned to chase the outside world. We chase success. We chase approval. We chase outcomes that match our expectations. And this is where suffering quietly begins. Human beings carry many expectations. We expect life to go a certain way. We expect our families to be safe. We expect the world to change according to our hopes. But life does not follow our expectations. The Buddha taught that the nature of existence is impermanence. Everything changes. When we expect permanence in a changing world, the result is frustration and suffering. This is why letting go is not a weakness. It is wisdom. Letting go does not mean we stop caring about life. It means we stop demanding that life obey our personal script. Instead, we return to what is within our control, our thoughts, our speech, our actions. In Buddhism, this understanding connects deeply with the law of karma. Every thought, every word, and every action plants a seed. Some seeds grow into happiness, some seeds grow into difficulty. But the important point is this: the seeds we plant today shape the world we will experience tomorrow. When we live with anger, resentment, and defilements, we create conditions for suffering to grow. But when we live with mindfulness, patience, and compassion, we create conditions for peace to arise. Difficult moments will still come. Life will still bring challenges. Mindfulness does not remove the storms of life, but it changes how we meet them. Instead of reacting with fear or resistance, we learn to receive them with calm understanding. And in that moment, suffering no longer multiplies. This is why inner peace is not only a personal matter. It is the foundation of peace in the world. If the mind is filled with anger, the world becomes a battlefield. If the mind is filled with awareness and compassion, the world begins to soften. The walk for peace may have ended physically, but the real walk continues every single day, in every thought, in every word, in every action. Each morning we have the opportunity to begin again with a simple intention. Today will be my peaceful day. And perhaps the most important question we can ask ourselves is this: when the road becomes quiet and the crowds disappear, are we still walking?